Hello again, everybody. Paul Gerald with Groundhopper Soccer Guides here, and this video is going to be all about the playoffs in English football or soccer. Yes, English soccer does in fact have playoffs. Now, as you can probably tell from my accent, I'm an American, and so if you're an American watching this, you think, well, of course they have playoffs because that's how you determine champions. Because in America, all champions are determined by a playoff. We have a regular season, and then we have a postseason playoff. No champions without playoffs. However, in England, the champions are not determined by playoff. The champions in any given English soccer league are determined by the overall record throughout the entire season. Everybody in the league plays everybody else in the league 2 times. Once home, once away. You get 3 points if you win, 1 point if you draw, and at the end of the year, whoever's got the most points wins. So, why do you have playoffs? The playoffs are connected to the system of promotion and relegation. So we're going to talk about that more in just a second. But first, just a quick reminder, as you can see in this video here, that there is a so-called pyramid of leagues in English football. So at the top of that is the Premier League, and then underneath that is the Football League, which is 3 tiers: Championship, League 1, League 2. Underneath that, you get into the world of non-league football, even though they're in leagues. I don't understand it either, but the 5th tier is called the National League, 6 tiers, National League North and South, and after that, you just get more and more leagues. Per tier, there are hundreds and hundreds of clubs playing association football or soccer all over England. So all of that is connected by promotion and relegation. The details vary a little bit from one league to another. Sometimes 3 teams are going up and down. Sometimes only 2 are going up and down. Like when they leave the National League going down, one goes to the National League South and one goes to the National League North. So it gets a little bit confusing, but the bottom line is that there are teams going up and down between all those divisions up and down the pyramid. The champion of each league is still determined by how many points they got during the season, and the champion always goes up automatically. Sometimes the second place team goes up automatically as well, but either way, either first or second are automatic, and then there's a playoff for the final promotion spot. Now, these playoffs only happen in the top 6 tiers, okay? Premier League, Football League, and National League, which then has the second tier of North and South. All of those divisions have playoffs. Beneath that, there are no playoffs. So, to show you how the playoffs work, I'm going to pick the league that you're most likely familiar with if you're new to this whole concept, which is what we call the Championship. The second tier, it's the top tier of the English Football League, and you probably know about it because that is where teams go to when they get relegated or drop out of the Premier League. So, the bottom 3 teams in the Premier League drop down to the Championship. 3 teams from the Championship go up to the Premier League. 2 of them automatically, and the third by a playoff. So here is the league table from the end of the 2019-20 Football League Championship season. This is from Wikipedia, who handily puts things in different colors. So, first, starting at the bottom, you can see that Charlton, Wigan, and Hull City all got relegated. That's what that handy R is for, to League 1. Leeds United won the championship, and West Bromwich Albion finished second. They get promoted to the Premier League, and then numbers 3 through 6 go to the championship playoffs. In this case, that was Brentford, Fulham, Cardiff City, and Swansea City. So how do the playoffs get set up? Well, it is a 2-legged semi-final. First of all, as you can see here, number 3 plays number 6. In this case, Brentford plays Swansea City. And in the other semi-final, number 4 plays number 5. In this case, Fulham and Cardiff City. This, by the way, is the same thing in League 1, League 2, and down in the National League. So, the semifinals consist of 2 games, one at Brentford, in this case, one at Swansea City, so everybody gets a home game, and the total goals wins. So, in this case, you can see Swansea won 1 game, 1-0, but Brentford won the other one 3-1. Brentford goes through 3-2. Of note here is that the away goals rule does not apply. Often in English football or football in general, when there's a 2-legged playoff or tie, like in the Champions League, the away goals are the first tiebreaker. That is not the case in Football League playoffs. If it is tied, say at 3-3, after the second game is over, you play an extra 30 minutes. If that doesn't do it, then you go to penalty kicks. So down here, Fulham won the first game 2-1, even though they lost 2-0. Sorry, even though they lost the second one 2-1, they went through 3-2. Then the winners of each semifinal go on and play a final, which, as you can see, last year in a West London derby, sadly without fans, Fulham defeated Brentford 2-1. So Fulham, despite finishing fourth in the season in the championship, won the playoff and got the third promotion spot. And where does that playoff final happen? Well, like all other championship deciding football games in England, it happens at Wembley Stadium. In fact, the playoff finals, the promotion finals, remember these are for the third place or the third promotion spot for League One, League Two, the championship, National League North, National League South. They all happen at Wembley Stadium. All right, now the last question is, when do these playoffs happen? Well, typically the seasons in the Football League and National League end in the first half of May, and then you go straight into the playoffs. So, for example, the Football League playoffs might happen, the semifinals around, say, May 15 and May 20, and then the finals maybe a week after that. And the exciting thing is that the playoff finals, the promotion playoff finals, always happen on consecutive days. So League One, League Two, and then the championship will play on consecutive days at Wembley. It's a very exciting time to be there because every day thousands of fans of one team or another come in and fill up part of the stadium and fill the streets with color and excitement and all of that. The championship playoff final in particular is a very, very famous game. It is called the richest game in all of football because the winner, of course, goes to the Premier League for the next season and gets a hold of that sweet, sweet television money to the tune of a couple of £100 million, I think is what they usually value the championship playoff final at. And for that one, each club gets about 30,000 tickets to fill one end of Wembley Stadium with screaming, flag-waving fans. And it's usually not always the best game, but always a very dramatic occasion. So that's a little bit more about the Football League playoffs. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments down below. And also check the description down below for the dates for this season's Football League and National League playoffs. We will update that for whatever season it happens to be while you're watching this. Check us out at groundhopperguides.com. We have tours, we have a guidebook, we sell tickets, and we can help you plan your trip, including maybe in May to go see some very exciting Football League or National League playoff games. So thanks for watching, and we will see you at the grounds.